I just don't know what it is about SmackDown. They just continue to prove all the time why it is indeed the A show. SmackDown is just far more enjoyable than Monday Night Raw. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of the wrestlers that they have on the show, or they just do stuff, or they just have more interesting storylines. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I just think maybe the creative team is better. Maybe they just have better storylines. SmackDown is just overall more enjoyable. Outside of having Edge there, which I could really live without. But anyway, the show began with... We started off with John Cena doing his usual, wanting a shot at the Universal Championship. Now listen here, Cena. I don't care if you've been gone for 5 years. You can't not just come back and just ask for a title shot. But at the end of the day, this matchup's going to happen anyway, so it's not really going to matter. Roman Reigns didn't give John Cena an answer. Yet Paul Heyman made a mockery out of Cena's challenge by singing John Cena's theme music, which I thought was pretty funny. The tribal chief is here. Do 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 do. I will say that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I'm not the biggest fan of Paul Heyman, but that did make me laugh. Finn Balor had a really fun matchup with Sami Zayn. Finn Balor would score the win with the coup de grace. Poor old Sami being used as enhancement talent, but you know what? That's kind of his role. And with his character, it makes sense. He's just annoying. His whole character is he's supposed to be annoying, and he's just going to end up getting his ass kicked. So it makes total sense. Then we move over to the other arena, where everybody in this arena, the Rolling Loud Music Festival, they were not rolling, and they were certainly not loud. I will say that very much. It was definitely not rolling, and it certainly wasn't loud. It was more like the Rolling Silent Music Festival. Fans did not give the people at that festival didn't give one single toss about these matches. Angelo Dawkins beat Chad Gable. It was one of the first matches. The Street Profits had to get the win eventually, so not saying I'm complaining. And secondly, we had Bianca Belair defeat Carmella again with the KOD. The matchup wasn't as good as their last. The match wasn't as good as their first match last week. Their match last week was more enjoyable and more fun than this one. This one just felt rushed. And because there was literally no crowd noise, it kind of felt awkward. It just felt really awkward. So, yeah. Carmella, she had my favorite gear. She had my favorite ring gear on. But the ring gear didn't matter. She eats another loss. And now it's back of the line for you, Miss Carmella. KOD for the win. Now we go back to Cleveland, where we have crowds that actually give a shit. So Edge and Seth Rollins had their confrontation. Again, as I said, the shows are enjoyable outside of Edge. Can't say I care about Edge's little comeback story. But we all know Edge is going to be getting the victory at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins. Edge. So we all know that very much. So we all know that. Unless they pull a swerve and they have Becky Lynch come back and she costs Edge, which I highly doubt. But anyway, didn't really. The segment was fine. The segment had some funny moments, but just don't care. Just don't care. Edge is gonna win it anyway. Then we had my girl, Toni Storm, make her debut, and her first opponent was Zelina Vega. This made total sense because Toni Storm's now being presented as a babyface. I'm glad she is a babyface. I like her better as a babyface than as a heel. And yes, I know you guys are probably going to say, oh, you didn't watch NXT enough to really see her as a heel. Wrong. I did see some of her stuff in NXT during her heel run, and I just didn't enjoy it. The heel turn was so random, they didn't give any reason behind it. And I know she turned heel on Ember Moon, but did it lead to a match between the two of them? No, because whenever someone turns heel, it normally leads to a match between the said person they turned on. Toni never got a match with Ember Moon, so the heel turn on Ember Moon was completely pointless. And then Toni Storm from there was booked like a freaking joke. It was booked like a joke against Zoe Stark, and yeah, that's really all I can say. And I know she's 24, that's another thing people are going to say, oh, she's so young. You know, she's so young in her career. She's got so much time left, Patrick. It's fine. You know me. I overreact. It ain't my fault that I'm a fan, and I want to see my favorites do well. But yes, I just didn't really like her run in NXT. From what I saw, I really didn't like her run in NXT, and her heel run just was pointless. It was just so pointless. Didn't lead to her winning the NXT Women's Championship. But Toni Storm made her debut here on Smackdown, and it was a quick match, but Toni Storm got the job done with a new finisher called Storm 1. So they've now given it a name. The Storm 1. This was the same move she used on Zoe Stark, and it's such a beautiful move. I love it. So, yeah, I love that move. It's such a beautiful beauty. And it sucks that we might not see her use the Storm Zero much anymore, because the Storm Zero I love as well. But, yeah, it was good. It was a good... The match might have been short, but it did its job to showcase Toni Storm. It did good enough to showcase Toni Storm. Hopefully they continue to use her within the coming weeks, building her up to eventually challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Jimmy Uso defeats Dominic Mysterio here. He would use well, actually, it was actually Jey Uso that helped Jimmy here. He put his boot. He did the whole boot thing again, where behind the referee's back, and Jimmy Uso scored the win. So yeah. Roman Reigns came out, said something hilarious along the lines of John Cena is a fission miserian. I forgot what it was, but it was so funny. I forgot what the word was. It was just so funny though. It cracked me up laughing. And apparently my mum thinks it was a naughty word. But whatever, but yes, he said something funny. I found it hilarious. It was really hilarious. And Roman said no to John Cena's challenge. Out came Finn Balor. Finn Balor challenged Roman Reigns. Fans were chanting, Roman's scared. And then Roman accepts Finn Balor's challenge. Yeah, a bit of a shorter review this week, guys. I don't really have a whole lot to say. A very good episode of Smackdown. See? Give me good stuff, and give me good stuff. I won't complain, and the videos will be short. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below, and I will see you all next time.